On everyone, we may have some exciting news in regards to the Lakers. Hasn't quite happened yet, but it is expected to happen. So let's dive into a trade that happened that could lead Moe Harkless to the Lakers. So Oklahoma City is reportedly trading center Derek Favors, guard Ty Jerome, forward Moe Harkless, guard Theo Malden, and a 2025 second round pick via Atlanta. That was from the trade that happened yesterday, or the date 2 days ago. I covered that, talked about it, and I even talked about Moe Harkless potentially being bought out by the Thunder and thus could sign with the Lakers. But hang on. So, to the Houston Rockets in exchange for forward Marquise Chris and guards David Nwaba, Sterling Brown, and Trey Burke per ESPN Woj. Woj added that the Thunder will gain 2 trade exceptions and drop about $10 million under the luxury tax. As a result of the deal with the Rockets, will acquire an additional trade asset for collecting another $1 million. That's why both sides want to do it. Here is the original Woj tweet. ESPN source: the Oklahoma City Thunder do the trade, and then he follows it up with a little more detail of cap-centric deal for both teams. Thunder gain 2 trade exceptions and drop $10 million below the luxury tax. Rockets get a second-round pick for taking on $1 million in salary. Favors will have value as a backup center or elsewhere on a trade in a marketplace too. So that's why both sides are willing to do this trade. But you had Grant Offset, who says, #Rockets, Moe Harkless is expected to receive a buyout per source. Grant is somebody that writes for the Houston Rockets. So Moe Harkless is supposed to be bought out, or is expected to be bought out, by the Houston Rockets. And then Laker Vino, not familiar with them, but I saw this under the tweet, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really good point. So I wanted to share this as well. If the Lakers sign Harkless, there will be some comfort with Patrick Beverley and him playing with the Clippers a few years back. Bev and Harkless were a pretty good guard to wing defensive duo for the Clippers when they needed them. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, which we've talked about here. 31% from 3 on catch shoot, which is something else we talked about. But Moe Harkless to the Lakers would be absolutely perfect. And now look, 31% from 3 is not ideal. It's not what we would ultimately want, especially from a team that doesn't really have a ton of three-point shooting. But Moe Harkless has had good seasons. He's had much better seasons. He's had seasons where he shot like 40% from 3, stuff like that. It just seems to be by sample size, how much play, things like that. He's also going to get looks like he's probably never gotten in his entire career playing with LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. At the end of the day, there aren't very many options as far as wing guard play, right? There just isn't. You have essentially either guys that can shoot like a Buddy Hield and play zero defense, or you get a guy that can play defense like Moe Harkless and can't really shoot. At this point, the biggest need, I think, in my opinion, is that wing defense. Who can guard the Kevin Durant's, the Paul Georges, the Kawhi Leonards, guys like that, especially come playoff time. I don't think as bad as people think we're going to shoot this season, I don't think we're going to be as bad as people think from shooting. Secondly, as great as it would be to have some shooting, I don't think we're going to have a problem scoring with this team. You got LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, plus all these other guys. You're going to score. We're going to be very good on the fast break. Last year, we put up 114 points a game. As terrible of a team as we were last year, we were top 5 in pace and top 5 in fast break points. I can see us being probably top 3 at the worst this year, if not better. I wouldn't even be shocked if we're number 1 in pace and fast break points. We're going to score a lot of points. I'm not worried about that. And you know what Moe Harkless would help with? Getting fast break points, because he's going to be able to play stout defense. He's going to be able to lock up the opposing player. We need a guy like Moe Harkless, a guy that can play the 3, he can play the 4. He's got good size at 6'9", with a 7-foot wingspan. So he's big and he's long, which is what the Lakers really need. This is like the one thing out of everything that the Lakers need. We need a 3-and-D style wing. And there's not much better on the market. He's still young, and that's key, right? 29 years old, so he's still very young. A guy that can come in, immediately make an impact on this Laker roster. where even guys like Buddy Hield, as great as his shooting would be and stuff like that, he's a liability. He's a barn door or a swinging door at that point. And at least Harkless, he can fit in the system. I just need him to be honest as far as the 3-point goes. Don't have to shoot 40%, but can he bump that up to like 33, 34%? With all the wide open looks he's going to get, at least make it to where teams have to challenge and contest. That's all I ask for. Be consistent enough to where if he's in the corner, he's knocking down those shots at league average. 34%, 35%, that'd be perfect. Even if he's just slightly under, if he can get to like 33%, I will take it. Because if he can lock down opposing wing players and shoot at like a 33 to 35% clip, that's perfect. That is more than what you could ask for. He is a guy that can, again, make an impact. And that's what we need. We need guys like Moe Harkless. We need guys that have the intangibles, that can play multiple positions. We could have him on the floor as a backup to Anthony Davis, or have closing lineups where you have like LeBron, say Schroeder, Pat Bev, Moe Harkless, and Anthony Davis at the 5. He would basically be our Marquise Morris to a degree. Now, Marquise, he shot pretty well for us, but he wasn't a lights-out shooter either coming in that season. So, hopefully we get the reverse effect, right? You see it all the time. You get these like great shooters and they come to the Lakers and they just forget how to shoot. Well, maybe we get a guy that can't really shoot, comes to the Lakers and ends up shooting well. Like I said, he has had good years. He has had good seasons with his shooting, with his 3-point shot. And I'm hoping maybe this year will be one of those years. You never know. Again, having a guy like LeBron James and Russell Westbrook on the team really helps when you're talking about just getting wide open looks and wide open shots. He's going to go from being on teams that teams are able to really guard them and stick with them. And, they don't have a LeBron James and stuff like that. Like Portland, yeah, they had like Damian Lillard and stuff, but Damian Lillard is more of a jump shooting 3-point guard. Not so much a LeBron James who's a big body who can drive to the hoop and kick out to a wide open Moe Harkless and draw the defense, or Russell Westbrook driving and kicking. That's the difference, and that I think would be huge for his shooting, for just being in positions to sort of capitalize more than maybe he has in other places. But again, 29 years old, so he's still young, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, great defender, got the size. From Sacramento, he was great with Sacramento. He's not a guy that's gonna stand out to you crazy when it comes to like his stats, right? When it comes to his points per game, he's around like a 7 to 10 point per game. For his career, he's averaged 7. But, he's had seasons where he's put up like 10 to 12 a game, stuff like that. But again, a guy who's had success from 3. He had in 2017 and 18 with Portland, he shot 41% from 3. In 2013 and 14, he shot 38%. 37% in 2019, 2020 with the Clippers. Can he just get to something reasonable? Can he get to 33%, 34%? He had a stretch with Miami where he played 11 games and he shot 45%. Small sample size, but hey, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what guys can do, especially guys that, they want to win. They're in the right situation, the right environment. He knows his role. He comes in 3-and-D. I just think it'd be perfect. And so, anyway, as always, I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think about Moe Harkless? Would you love him? Would you think, no, Lakers stay away? Should they wait? Or do you think, no, Moe Harkless is perfect? Yeah, the 3-point shooting isn't really there, but you never know. He could shoot better, even at, 31, 32%. It's honest enough for teams that have to at least contest. He's going to get open looks. But primarily, he's a big body, big wing defender. Him and Patrick Beverley with Anthony Davis. I mean, you got 3 guys right there that can guard multiple positions, can switch multiple positions. I think that that's great. They can also play multiple positions. You could have these 3 on the court at the same time and really just affect opposing teams, offensively. That would be great. Look, again, there's not many 3-point specialists and defenders, period, let alone out there that we're going to be able to get for free. It's a very low risk, high reward type play. You're getting Moe Harkless, you're probably getting him on a vet minimum deal, and he's a guy that on a vet minimum deal, all you need him, he's probably not starting for this team. He's going to probably back up LeBron James, and you have him as a backup for LeBron that's just guarding the bigger wings. Like, that is all you need him for. Just when we're playing the Clippers for the second game of the season, you need him on Paul George, on Kawhi Leonard, playing some stout defense. That's perfect. Give me that. I will take that gladly. But do you agree? Do you not? However you feel, whatever your thoughts and opinions are, love to hear them down. Quick little shameless plug, everyone. If you enjoy my videos and commentary here on this channel, As It Stands Lakers, then check out the link down in the description below and go subscribe to As It Stands. Believe it or not, As It Stands was the first channel. If it wasn't for that channel, this channel would never have existed. Because of the success of that channel, it led me to want to create this Lakers channel. So do me a huge solid. If you're not subscribed over there, go check that out. Go subscribe over there. I talk all things sports, all teams, things like that, not just the Lakers. So if you just enjoy my commentary and want to hear me talk about other things, or you just, are a fan of other sports and other teams, go check that out. I promise you will not be disappointed. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification. Stay up to date with all things sports. Join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.